What if there was a dietary pattern so promising that researchers had to stop a 7,447 person study early because the benefits were so clear? That study exists. That diet exists. And you're eating it today. Day 6, the Mediterranean approach. Welcome back to the Smart Meal Plan. I'm your guide, and this is day 6 of our 30-day journey. If you're new here, this isn't just a diet plan. It's an educational, research-backed, meal-by-meal approach designed to help you explore how food may support better blood sugar management. If you haven't watched days 1 through 5, go back. Each day builds on the last. Links in the description. Today's topic, the Mediterranean approach, the most studied diet on Earth. Trust me, you want to watch this all the way through. Close your eyes and imagine the Greek island of Crete in the 1960s. Fishermen pulling nets at dawn. Families gathered around a table at sunset, sharing bread dipped in golden olive oil, plates of fresh vegetables, grilled fish, and rich conversation. Heart disease? Rare in those communities. Diabetes? Much less common than in America. When researcher Ansel Keys studied these populations, he found patterns that would spark decades of research into what we now call the Mediterranean diet. Let me start with the research, because understanding why you're eating what you're eating is what makes this approach different from every other meal plan. The PREDIMED trial, one of the largest dietary intervention studies ever conducted, followed 7,447 people for 5 years. Those following a Mediterranean diet had a 52% lower incidence of developing type 2 diabetes compared to the control group. The results were so notable that the study was stopped early for ethical reasons. Let that sink in. This isn't my personal opinion. This is from peer-reviewed, published clinical research. And it has direct implications for what you eat today. Olive oil contains over 30 polyphenolic compounds, plant defense molecules that research suggests may help reduce oxidative stress and inflammation. Oleocanthal, found in extra virgin olive oil, has been shown in lab studies to share an anti-inflammatory mechanism with ibuprofen. Stay with me here because this is where it gets really interesting. Falafel, made from chickpeas, has a glycemic index of about 35. Chickpeas contain a combination of slow-digesting starch and protein that may help keep blood sugar more stable for hours after eating. Now I want to connect this research directly to your plate. Every ingredient in your meals was chosen with this science in mind. Nothing is random. Every bite is intentional. The Mediterranean diet isn't just about what you eat. It's about how you eat. Slower meals may lead to lower cortisol and better digestion. A 2021 study found that eating slowly was associated with approximately 20% lower post-meal glucose compared to eating quickly. The research I'm referencing: Sala Salvato et al., 2014, Annals of Internal Medicine. PREDIMED trial, Mediterranean diet supplemented with extra virgin olive oil associated with 52% reduction in type 2 diabetes incidence. Link in the description. I always encourage you to look at the data yourself. Let me bust a common myth right now. Myth: the Mediterranean diet is just salads and olive oil. This reductive view misses most of what makes the Mediterranean approach so well studied. Yes, olive oil and salads are components, but the pattern also includes whole grains, legumes, nuts, moderate fish and poultry, yogurt, herbs, spices, and even bread dipped in olive oil. It's a complete dietary pattern, not a restriction list. The PREDIMED trial's results came from the combination of these elements. People who try to go Mediterranean by just adding olive oil to their existing diet may miss the bigger picture entirely. High polyphenol olive oils are being recognized as functional foods. The EU now allows health claims on olive oil with 250 plus milligrams per kilogram polyphenols. Look for harvest dates and quality certifications on bottles. Invest in genuine extra virgin olive oil. Look for harvest dates on the bottle, dark glass packaging, and certifications. Cheap olive oil in plastic bottles may be adulterated and have fewer beneficial compounds. Spotlight: extra virgin olive oil. This is the cornerstone of the Mediterranean diet. EVOO contains oleocanthal, a polyphenol that research shows shares an anti-inflammatory mechanism with ibuprofen. A 2020 study in clinical nutrition found that 30 milliliters of EVOO daily was associated with reduced fasting glucose and improved insulin sensitivity over 12 weeks in the study group. The key is extra virgin. Refined olive oil has been stripped of most polyphenols. Look for bottles with harvest dates, dark glass, and a peppery taste. That peppery sensation indicates polyphenol content. All right, let's eat. Breakfast on day 6. Overnight oats, rolled oats, chia seeds, almond milk, cinnamon, pecans. Overnight oats embody the Mediterranean philosophy, simple ingredients with significant nutritional potential. The rolled oats provide beta-glucan fiber that forms a gel in your stomach, which may physically slow glucose absorption. The chia seeds amplify this gel effect. Almond milk provides calcium without blood sugar-raising lactose. Cinnamon adds its potential insulin-supporting compounds. And the pecans provide healthy monounsaturated fats plus manganese, a trace mineral that plays a role in glucose metabolism. Cooking tip: overnight oats are zero effort. Combine oats, chia seeds, and almond milk 1 to 1 to 1, half cup each, the night before. Add cinnamon, stir, refrigerate. In the morning, add pecans right before eating so they stay crunchy. When you sit down to eat this, practice the protein-first approach. Eating protein before carbs may help trigger GLP-1 release and create a buffer that slows carbohydrate absorption. Research suggests this could reduce your post-breakfast spike by a meaningful amount. If you're new to eating this way, don't stress about being perfect. Focus on making this one meal as described, one meal at a time, one day at a time. Every single meal has been designed with intention. Follow it and trust the process. Before we get to lunch, let me tell you about today's exercise. It's specifically chosen to complement the science we just discussed. Today's exercise: Mediterranean-style active living. Best time: throughout the day, morning, afternoon, and evening. Today, try spreading movement naturally through your day. Morning: 15-minute brisk walk after breakfast. Afternoon: take stairs, do 5 minutes of squats while waiting for food to cook. Evening: 20-minute post-dinner stroll. Total: 40+ minutes spread across the day. The science behind this: Blue Zone research shows that the longest-lived populations tend to move naturally throughout the day rather than doing single intense gym sessions. This pattern of distributed activity may be more effective for blood sugar management because it helps address glucose rises after each meal. Remember, exercise for people managing blood sugar isn't just about burning calories. It's about creating glucose disposal pathways. When you move, your muscles can absorb glucose from your blood through processes that may not fully require insulin. Always check with your doctor before starting a new exercise routine, especially if you're on insulin or medications that can cause low blood sugar. Now let's talk lunch. Day 6, Mediterranean bowl: falafel, hummus, tabbouleh, mixed greens, olives. This Mediterranean bowl represents the heart of the Predimed approach. Falafel from chickpeas, hummus, tabbouleh, mixed greens, and olives. Each component has research supporting its potential benefits for blood sugar management. Together, they create a meal that exemplifies the dietary pattern associated with that remarkable 52% diabetes risk reduction in the trial. Practical tip: eat slowly. Research suggests that fast eaters may have significantly higher diabetes risk than slow eaters. Chewing thoroughly may help release satiety hormones and give your brain time to register fullness. Aim for 20 minutes minimum per meal. Today's snack: hard-boiled egg plus 1/4 cup cherry tomatoes. This isn't mindless snacking, it's strategic metabolic support. Timed for mid-afternoon, 3 to 4 hours after lunch, to help prevent the blood sugar dip that may trigger poor dinner choices. By preempting that potential crash with protein and fat, you may reduce cravings before they start. Now dinner. Day 6. Baked turkey meatballs with zucchini noodles and marinara sauce. Turkey meatballs with zucchini noodles reimagine comfort food for metabolic health. Turkey provides lean protein and tryptophan. Zucchini noodles have about 3 grams of carbs per cup versus 43 for regular pasta. The marinara sauce provides lycopene from cooked tomatoes, which is more bioavailable when cooked. This dinner satisfies the comfort food desire while helping keep blood sugar more stable. Research suggests insulin sensitivity tends to decrease between morning and evening. The same meal that barely raises blood sugar at 8 a.m. may have a notably larger impact at 8 p.m. That's why dinner is moderate in carbs, rich in protein and non-starchy vegetables. Try to eat at least 3 hours before bed, and the post-dinner walk is highly recommended. Research suggests even 10 minutes may help reduce your post-dinner spike. Plates in the sink, shoes on, walk around the block. Today's nutritional breakdown: 1,460 calories total. Protein, 90 grams. Carbs, 115 grams. Fat, 66 grams. These macros are designed with type 2 diabetes management in mind. You should not feel hungry or deprived. If you do, add more vegetables and protein. Always consult your healthcare provider about the right caloric intake for your individual needs. If you're monitoring your blood sugar, and I encourage you to discuss a monitoring plan with your doctor, here are today's key testing moments. Fasting before breakfast, 2 hours after breakfast, and 2 hours after dinner. These 3 data points tell you how your body responded to today's meals. Write them down. Over 30 days, the patterns become incredibly informative. If you're on insulin or medications that can cause hypoglycemia, be especially attentive when changing your diet or exercise routine. Always have a fast-acting glucose source available. Your safety comes first. The Mediterranean diet has a reputation for being expensive. Let me counter that with a grocery list. Olive oil, $8, lasts 3 weeks. Canned chickpeas, 89 cents. Dried lentils, $1.50, serves 8. Canned sardines, $2. Frozen spinach, $1.50. Whole grain bread, $3.50. Onions, garlic, lemons, canned tomatoes, feta cheese. That's roughly $24 for ingredients that form the base of 10 plus meals. Compare that to 10 fast food meals at $8 each. The Mediterranean approach may actually be more affordable than the standard American diet when you cook at home. People ask, is olive oil really that important, or can I use other oils? Different oils serve different purposes. Extra virgin olive oil is unique for its polyphenol content. Use it for dressings and lower heat cooking. Avocado oil has a higher smoke point, great for high heat cooking. Coconut oil is fine in small amounts but is mostly saturated fat. Keep all 3, but make EVOO your default. What to be mindful of today? Refined seed oils marketed as heart healthy. They lack the polyphenols found in extra virgin olive oil. Store-bought hummus with many preservatives. Choose brands with 5 or fewer ingredients. Deep-fried pita chips. Choose baked varieties or make your own. Pre-made salad dressings with added sugars. Use olive oil and lemon instead. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be consistent. Follow this plan most of the time, and you may see meaningful results. Every healthy choice is a deposit in your metabolic bank account, and those deposits can compound over time. Today's suggestion: visit a Mediterranean or Middle Eastern grocery store if you have one nearby. Prices are often very reasonable. Pick up quality olive oil, hummus, and dried lentils. These 3 items form the foundation of one of the most well-studied dietary patterns. Share what you found in the comments. The Mediterranean diet isn't a fad. It's arguably the most evidence-backed dietary pattern in nutrition science. The PREDIMED trial's findings, a 52% reduction in diabetes incidence, remain among the strongest dietary evidence available. Extra virgin olive oil appears to have genuine anti-inflammatory properties. Chickpeas are among the most promising foods for blood sugar management. And the Mediterranean approach to eating, slowly, socially, with whole foods, may matter as much as the specific foods. The practical takeaways: olive oil as your default cooking fat, legumes several times per week, fish twice per week, vegetables at every meal. That wraps day 6. We went deep into Mediterranean diet, PREDIMED trial, and polyphenols, the research, why it matters for blood sugar, and how every meal today is designed around this science. Remember, everything I shared today is educational. Your body is unique. What works for one person may not work identically for another. Always partner with your healthcare provider when making changes to your diet, exercise, or supplement routine, especially if you're on medication. Get ready for day 7. the end of week 1. I'll review what research suggests may already be changing inside your body after just 7 days of eating this way, introduce a concept called metabolic flexibility, and it's reward day. We're having whole grain pancakes. If this helped you, if you learned something new, hit like. It's free, takes 1 second, and helps the algorithm show this to other people who may benefit. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single day. Drop your biggest takeaway in the comments. I read every single one. Remember, every meal is a choice. Every choice sends a signal to your body. You are not powerless against this condition. You are informed by research, equipped with a plan, and supported by a community. I'll see you tomorrow on day 7. Until then, eat well, move well, live well. This channel provides educational content based on published research, but it is not medical advice. Every person's body is different, and what works for one person may not work for another. If you are on insulin, metformin, sulfonylureas, blood thinners, or any other medication, do not change your diet or exercise routine without talking to your healthcare provider first. Food can be a powerful support for your health, but it does not replace prescribed medication. Always work with your doctor.